A new law took effect on January 1st where you have to disclose crypto transactions of more than $10,000 that you receive on this form 8300. If you don't, it's potentially a felony offense. And I'm going to share my screen and go through it. I found something by Jerry Brito, the guy who runs Coin Center. It's pretty cool. I'm going to share my screen here for a second and go through it. So we can see on our friend Jerry Brito's X account that he posted a picture of the public law, and he has the highlights here. But you can see it. Treatments as cash for purpose of 6050I. The code amended striking and by blah, blah, blah. So basically digital assets are treated as cash for the purpose of these disclosures. And this is really, really cumbersome because if somebody pays me $10,000 in crypto, I have to report it as a cash equivalent transaction and file this report. The problem is that it's really not clear where we're reporting it. You can see Form 8300. You can see how to file it on the IRS website. Let's just check it out right here. IRS Form 8300 and cash reporting of payments over 10,000. This explains who must file, when to file, and you're supposed to file it within 15 days of receiving the cash, and you're supposed to file it electronically. And it's just like a 1099, but you need to do it throughout the year. It's a really big deal. I'm probably not going to receive any crypto. I don't really ever receive crypto anyways, but like I don't want to deal with this and I want to file this. And there's really big issues with not filing this because it could potentially be a felony charge, especially if you're getting paid by people who are doing illegal stuff and then you receive it and you don't file it, they could come after you. And there's a lot of like discrepancies as to whether it goes to FinCEN or should it go to the IRS, because FinCEN doesn't have the authority to kind of request this. The IRS does, but generally this is filed with FinCEN. There's a lot of confusion. The whole point of this video is to check out this cool article. It's really great, and it's obviously very crypto favored. I'm not someone who wants extra forms to file. Believe me, guys, I don't want to file extra forms. I don't want extra work to do, and I also don't want to tell the government all the stuff I'm doing. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think I should have to do it. It's just extra compliance, extra regulation. Even though I do it professionally for clients and I get them out of problems and I do it right for all my clients, I don't want to deal with it. I don't think we should have to be doing this. And this law just became active and there's just no guidance on it. So the main thing I want you to take from this is, if you're running a U.S. business and you are receiving crypto, you need to dig into this and see if it applies to you and see how it applies to you. It technically applies to all U.S. businesses. I need to look into more if it applies to the single member LLCs, foreign-owned single member LLCs specifically. But in my experience, these just aren't doing business in the U.S. So let's look at this. Let's look at this. Who must file? A person is an individual, company, corporation, partnership, associate, trust, or estate. Association, trust, or estate. But here it is. You must file electronically if any part of the transaction occurs within any of the 50 states or any U.S. possession. So if you are a foreign-owned LLC outside of the U.S., and you have nothing in the U.S., you don't have to comply with this. But me, as an American living in the U.S., I do have to comply. If it's a company, a multi-member LLC, or it's a corporation, I think you would still have to apply. It would still have to do this technically. Not required to file information returns. You're not required to information return if any of the situations apply. You're not engaged in a trade or business. You are engaged in a trade or business and the payment was made to another business that is incorporated, or the sum is less than 600. So if you're paying me, you're not paying me for legal services, you're paying me for consulting, and you're paying a business. There's a lot of implications there, like they're implying if you're in the U.S. or not. I generally tell my clients that if they are not engaged in a U.S. trade or business, they don't need to do the 1099s if they're a single member LLC. The multi-member LLC is a little bit more gray, and then the corporation is not gray. You have a U.S. business. This is funny. If using the technology required to e-file conflicts with your religious beliefs, you're automatically exempt from filing. I wouldn't say you're exempt from disclosing your crypto transactions because right? You're saying that your religious beliefs prevent you from filing forms electronically to disclose your crypto transactions. I think it's a little bit ironic. They have videos on the IRS website on how to fill out the forms. over here, how to complete it part 1, how to complete it part 2. But yeah, this is something to definitely look into, especially if you have a US company and you're doing business in the US, or you're not. I'm going to come out with another video once I have more guidance on this, because there's just not enough guidance. So if you are a foreign owned LLC person, you probably don't need to do 1099s or this compliance, but it's definitely something to look into, and contact me if you want specific advice on it. If you have a company, whether you're US or foreign, watch this video. I talk about all the compliance updates for 2024, all the forms you need to file, both for the IRS, for FinCEN, for sales taxes, for everything you need to file to keep your LLC active with the government. Okay, so check out this video. I hope this was kind of helpful. I know I rambled a lot. I appreciate you, and have a great day. Bye, everyone.